Hello everyone and welcome back to FibreCraft episode 4. My name is just another emo or emo games 1 or just emo whatever you want to call me. Today's episode we're going to finally tackle the XP farm. Now, if you didn't watch a previous episode, basically we built a pigment XP farm up over here and it didn't work the way I had thought it would. Poor planning on me. So this episode we're going to fix it. Now, I'm going to show you the two solutions that I have in creative, and I'll show you which one I picked and why, and then we're going to go from there and build the solution. But first, let me explain the two solutions that I came up with, explain my reasoning for picking one of them. Alright, so now we are in a creative copy of the world. I'm going to show you my two ideas for how to fix this and how to make a pretty simple-ish XP farm for our needs. Now, my first idea was just extend the portals about 3 or 4 so then more pigmen can tick more and then have more chance of falling down. There was one big issue that I ran into with this, which is A, it still wasn't spawning them super fast, and B, um, the pathfinding was really weird for the pigmen for them to drop down. So I ended up not picking this idea. Uh, can it be done? Yes. Is it a lot of work to fix this? Yes, we have to get 3 times as much obsidian as we got. And then we have to just stack it, get more turtle eggs. That's going to be the biggest pain, probably more than the obsidian. And then build this up. And it still might not work as well. Now, that's just down planning by me. But I had another solution, which is this. This is a cactus based XP bank that I kind of designed. I did about one chunk, all the water flowed evenly into one central spot, and then I just copied it over and up a bunch. This farm gives us about 800 to 1,000 cactus per hour, which means they'll all go into this furnace. Furnace will smelt it, and then we will get XP out of the furnace. I'll go there. And so we'll wait till all of these are done smelting items. It'll cost us a lot of coal in the long run. I'm gonna plan to have coal blocks in this spot here. So it's gonna be a lot of mining of coal. That's gonna be the hardest part. It's relatively simple for gaming us 800 to 1,000. And we can always just add a chest down here if we ever need green dye in the future for some reason. Add a chest here. And then we're obviously going to make this 10 million times as large in the future. Not really, but it will be a lot larger of a build. This concept of cactus farm in the future. But for now, this will work. This will get us about 5.5 XP levels for a full stack of green dye that we pull out. So we do that times 8. That's about 40 levels. And it will take about an hour to smelt all one stack of items. So we have about 40 levels an hour, which we can just use to repair quickly armor or tools or elytras or whatever in the future until we get our obsidian farm done and until we have our obsidian farm done, and then we can have our proper XP farm. That's about 37,000 obsidian that we need for that. But for this, we're fine. This will work for now. So yeah, I already put a schematic in the same exact spot in survival. I'll switch over and show you, and then we'll build this. And this should work for our needs perfectly fine for now. But yeah, let me show you it in survival. Alright, back in survival, we have the schematic pasted in this world. I'm gonna move these furnaces up one so that they're at this block level instead of down here, and I will put blocks down here so we can just pull it out at this level, up on the block instead of all the way down the floor. And so yeah, before we do that though, I just caught a special friend as I went AFK for about 20 minutes. We got this wandering trader, and what's special about him is that he has a gunpowder trade. Now, I'm going to trade all of these emeralds that I have right here for gunpowder. Just we have a bunch for when we go get an elytra, which will be soon. I have plans on that too. But for now, we're just going to use this to get a lot of gunpowder. But yeah, without further ado, let's jump into the time lapse of me building this farm. Woo! Here we go. Alright, hopefully you guys enjoyed that time lapse of me building up this farm. All I had to do was just place the rest of the cactus, which I did off camera, and then I waited for it to start producing. I put a bot here for about 4 hours and went and mined a bunch of coal, which we had a double chest full of coal worth. This is all full of coal, and then some up here. And then we broke it all down into coal blocks, and I took a time lapse of that. Let's jump into that right now of me building up the pillar of coal blocks or coal ore and then breaking it all down, and then I will show you the end result of all of the coal. Yeah, let's jump into that time lapse. Woo! Alright, after that time lapse of me building up the coal ore tower and then breaking it all down, we came out with almost 18 stacks of blocks of coal, or blocks of coal, which will be perfect for this because we only needed about 8 stacks of coal blocks. We got close to 18. Perfectly fine. You see, we're full on cactus now. It's starting to pile up. I've just been putting all the extras into this chest right here. And now we can start putting the coal blocks in to start smelting coal. Shouldn't take too terribly long. We should just start getting levels from this, and then we'll have a backup more coal to put in this once we eventually run out, but I don't think we will for a long time. We already got 46 levels from mining all of the coal. And we went from about level 17 to 46, which is really good. Also, in between the time of me doing this whole building and doing the coal blocks, I installed a different mod to make the game just a little bit better. If you look, these villagers and some of the golems and mobs outside have now different animations. This is better to see with all the hostile mobs at night. If you look, got cute little faces. Look at that. So we do have the fresh animations resource pack on, and I personally love it. I think it brings a whole new life to all of the mobs, especially to all the villagers and all the faces. Like, look at this dude. Look at how he walks. Look at this dude. Look at my mans. Yeah, so now we got that. It only does it to some of the mobs. Some of the other mobs aren't affected by it, sadly. Hopefully there will be in a future release. You get all the mobs going. That would be really, really cool. I'm going to keep this on for now, just to add a little bit of spice to this game. Now I got this up. I will cut back when we have full furnaces smelted of cactus, and I can show you the level progression. And then, yeah, then I'll call the video there. Yeah, I will come back when this has a bunch of cactus smelted. I'll show you the level game. Yeah, let's do it. Alright, and about 10 minutes of AFKing for cactus later. Maybe 15 minutes. We now have all the cactus full and all the furnace. So let's get some levels. We're at level 16 right now. If you look at the bottom, level 16. Let's see what level we can get to. You know, one by one. $24 means we got 8 levels. 8 furnaces. That makes sense. Yeah, now we got all of this. I'm going to let it sit for another 15 minutes. If we do 8 levels every 15 minutes, that is 32 levels an hour. That's not terrible. That will be enough to fix all of our stuff. And yeah, I'm going to call it there for this episode. We'll build a better XP farm eventually, but for now this works. So thank you all for joining me. Thank you for tuning into this episode. I appreciate it. And yeah, next episode we will be preparing for the end. Very, very excited. I'm very excited. There's a lot planned, a lot I still have to do off camera, on camera, but yeah. Until then, have fun, y'all. Have a good day. I'll see you in the next video.